If you've ever found yourself reaching for food just to feel better, you are not the only one. But what if I told you there's a faster, more powerful way to shift your emotional state without a binge, without shame, and without that post-snack regret? If you're interested in this, please first subscribe to this channel and like this video. Now, let's get into it. Today, I'm giving you strategies supported by your body, by your brain, and by your senses to change your emotional state in what could be minutes. So often we eat not because we're hungry, but because we are uncomfortable in our skin. We're feeling anxious, we're feeling bored, we're feeling lonely, we're feeling overwhelmed, and food offers a quick hit of relief, right? And it's not just the taste, it's the dopamine, it's the distraction, it's the comfort. You start eating and you almost immediately start to feel better. But here's the thing, that relief is real, but it's not lasting. And it ends with more uncomfortable feelings. If you're using food, you end up with regret, you end up with shame. A lot of times there's self-criticism, your body's bloated and hurting, and all the things that come from binging. So once the food is gone, those feelings are still there. And then there's this added layer of complexity and shit on top. So what can we do instead? Shift fast with these physiological state changers. So if you want to feel better fast without food, working with your physiology really is the fastest way to shift your state. So I'm gonna give you 5 quick tools that you can experiment with. So the first one is cold exposure. So you can do this in various ways. You can just like splash your face with cold water. You can hold an ice cube in your hand. You can bring that to your cheek, or you can just hop in a cold shower. If you have access to a cold plunge, then you know that this can really change your state instantly. Strategy number 2 that you can try is like jumping jacks, squats, a walk, some sort of movement. This boosts circulation, releases endorphins, and can help interrupt mental rumination. And even just 60 seconds can work wonders. Thirdly is changing your environment. So getting out of your room, stepping outside, shifting your environment, getting some fresh air, right? The 4th strategy you can try is deep breathing or physiological sighs. A physiological sigh is an inhale twice deep and a sigh out once. And so this can help shift your nervous system quickly into more of a relaxation response. Then the 5th tool to try is music and sound. So you can try putting on something energizing or calming depending on your need. And that can create an instant mood shift, especially if you sing or dance along with it. So you can put on Lizzo, Enya, whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge, okay? So think of these tools, these 5 sensory tools that I just gave you, as emergency exits for your current emotional state. These are ways that you can shift your physiology quickly. Address the culprit. Once your body's calming down, you can go deeper. Maybe you have more access to other emotional regulational strategies or cognitive-based strategies, mindfulness strategies, but once you are more grounded in your body. So you can question like, what were the vulnerabilities or the triggers for this urge or uncomfortable feeling that, incited you to change your state? And if possible, you might want to check if there was something going on in your life that you can change so that this doesn't happen again. So we're just taking a peek at what's going on, getting curious, and seeing if we can make any improvements or shift anything to make this easier for us moving forward. If this felt like it came out of nowhere, no worries, but it's always a good idea to try to reflect on what happened, just to make sure that certain obstacles or vulnerabilities won't continue to trip us up, in order just to make sure that we have the support that we need. When it feels like it's not working, sometimes it won't quote unquote work right away. You'll feel like, I'm doing the breathing, I'm moving, but I still feel bad. And so I want to offer a reframe that just because it is perhaps uncomfortable in your body, that doesn't mean that it is unbearable. So discomfort does not mean danger. Feeling your feelings for a few more moments won't break you, probably. In fact, it might free you. You will see that these surges of sensations or emotions rise and fall on their own. So set a timer if you need. Just know that the feeling will pass, sensations will pass, especially if you don't fight it. Just accept the sensations. Practice makes power. Changing your state is actually a skill. So the point is that we don't actually need food to feel better. That's one way to regulate your nervous system and to shift your state, but that has a lot of negative consequences. So if you're binging to change your state, as we said, you end up with the physical discomfort, the shame, all the shit that we don't want. So if you're watching this channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. So we can learn other tools to change our state. And this may involve a willingness to feel uncomfortable for a moment longer than you're used to. So next time you're looking to change your state and want some relief, instead of food, try one of the state shifting tools I shared with you. I have faith in you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who needs a reminder that they have more power than they think. In the comments, I'd love to know, what's your favorite way to shift your mood quickly without food? Until next time.